everyone, this is Rainey for Talk to Me Tuesday, and I'm finally back and filming and crafting all kinds of fun stuff and getting myself in trouble. Life's been crazy. It's one of those moments like that you're going through in life where you just hold on and just wait for everything to just pass, and hopefully you survive everything. And that's pretty much how it feels, you know, like every time you turn around, there's something else going on that's crazy and taking your time away from things that really matter, and that is crafting. Let's see, I have missed 3 birthdays, which I feel so bad, so I officially apologize, and like Hall of Shame here to Wonder Woman and Clumsy Cord and Snowy. I completely missed your birthday altogether, not just like a week or 2, but all together. Please expect owl post. I will send my owls out hopefully at the beginning of next week, and depending on where you're living at, you should receive them shortly after. And I'm so sorry, and I do hope that y'all had a wonderful, wonderful birthday, and I love you lots, all 3 of you. You're wonderful, wonderful women, and I can't believe that I missed 3 birthdays. It's crazy. But let's move on from there, and let's see, things to talk about, my favorite things. Yeah, I am so far behind, it's not even crazy. I do have one blog to show you. If I've shown it to you before, just pretend it's your first time seeing it. But the only one that I've done from June was the crochet hook. And I still have to do the knitting needles and all the other months. The only blog that I saw it and I thought it was so cool, and then I completely forgot, and then I started thinking about it whenever I printed it out today. It was the glitter. I'm using all hand-dyed fabric, and I don't have any glitter hand-dyed fabric, so on this block I'm going to have to bust out some wonderful fairy frost that a fabulous Talk to Me Tuesday Amber gave me, and I do believe I'm staring at some beautiful pink fairy frost I can use for it, because I cannot do this without having some kind of shimmer glitter fabric, because if I don't, it's gonna look like 2 tubs of paint and not fun glitter. And you know what, everybody needs some glitter in their life, so it will be the only block that's different fabric from the rest. But I'm okay with that because it's glitter. And I have a whole lot of paper piecing ahead of me, so that's going to be really fun. And I'm not saying that to be sarcastic, it will be a lot of fun, because I do enjoy paper piecing. And let's see, something very funny, exciting. My Hobbit quilt, the There and Back Again, it's completely quilted. I'm just now working on the borders, so that's been fun. I worked on it last weekend. I pretty much barricaded myself in this room on my day off on Saturday, and Matthew was kind enough to keep even though he was sick, he kept the supply of coffee rolling and made a trip for the occasional Polar Pop, for some more caffeine, and he also gave me some suggestions on how to quilt everything. This quilt is, oh my gosh guys, I have quilted the heck out of it, and I'm so excited. Matt wants me to enter it into the fair. I'm kind of on the fence about it because my stitches aren't that great, but then there's a part of me that just doesn't care and just wants to do it anyway, so I may enter it in for the North Carolina State Fair. I just don't know when the deadline is, and I'm not even quite sure even how to enter it in, but I'll look it all up, and if it's meant to be, it'll be meant to be. But that's been pretty exciting. For the outer border, my vision was to have stone like bricks. That didn't work out very well, so I did some unpicking, and I just went to Joann's and I picked up this little template right here. It's in the quilting section. It's some curvy vines. So I picked that up, and then with one of those friction pins that goes on like an ink pen, and then you apply heat and it goes away. Well, I use that to trace. It's working out so far. The curves are a tiny bit tricky. Some of my curves aren't like really curves, they're kind of like but anyways, it'll work out. It's fine. It's better than what I was doing with the bricks. Okay, and then let's see, my thread that I'm using for the outer border, I bought it today, which I'm very excited. I got it at a local quilt shop. It's one of my favorite brands, Superior Threads. It's King Tut thread, and it's thicker than like regular Arfel thread is. And I love quilting with it. I just like it so much, but it's variegated and it's got a lot of earthy tones in there. So you got some yellow gold and burnt red, some orange, a mossy green, and some rich chocolate brown, and it's so pretty. So I'm gonna have lots of fun playing with that. And that local quilt shop, I was walking, because you know you can't go in just for thread, right? Gotta browse the fabric, and Amber would have been so proud of me, because I was walking down the aisle and I immediately spotted Stonehenge fabric, like right on the floor, right there. I spotted it. It was a very proud moment. So obviously I got it, and I did ask the woman, "Is this all you have?" And she said, "At the moment it is." So that gives me hope that somewhere locally there is going to be Stonehenge fabric that I can just walk to the store and get. So that makes me very happy. But the Stonehenge fabric that I got is called Graduations Tonal Blue Stripes. So I got a whole yard, and it is so pretty. So it's going to go into my bin with the rest of Stonehenge that I've got here and there, and my Moda Marble and Moda Grunge, because I keep them all together, because I do want to eventually do a Lord of the Rings quilt at some point, and I think it'll be cool to have the same fabric that I use for The Hobbit. There and back again. And then the last thing to share with you guys, Amber shared lots of pumpkin goodies last week, and I feel like I need to carry that on to this week, because I love pumpkin as well, but I'm not seeing a lot of pumpkin edible things so far. But what I do have to share with you is something extremely cool. It's Island Boutique's Equinox Pumpkin Orange Tonal. So, my pumpkin is fabric for this week. It is so cute. I love it. I know exactly what I'm going to do with it. I saw it, immediately had to buy it. To me, it doesn't scream like Halloween. We're not big Halloween people. Matthew and I aren't. Like, we don't dress up or anything, don't really decorate too much for Halloween, but it is cool. So you can use it for like fall, and I know exactly what I'm going to be using this goodie with. And that is enough rambling for me for this week. I will see you guys next week with a pretty awesome, and I'm very excited to share with you the There and Back Again quilt, because I can scratch that off of my list that I wanted to get done, so I can take that off. And I'm very excited to share everything that I've done on it with you guys. So enough rambling. I will see you guys later, and bye everyone.